Beneath the relentless Tanzanian sun, the savannah unfolds like an endless sea of gold dust, its waves of tall grass rippling in the heat haze. Ancient acacia trees stand as silent sentinels, their twisted limbs casting fragile pools of shade on the cracked earth below. Here, in this vast shimmering wilderness, silence is not peace, it is anticipation. The air trembles with potential, every rustle and whispered breeze promising something just beyond sight. What story waits behind the horizon? From that glowing line of heat emerges a figure both grand and weary, each step deliberate against the parched ground. Mwamba, the old king of this land, bears the weight of years, in every scar etched across his golden hide. His mane, once a vibrant crown, has faded to silver threads that catch the sunlight like embers. Though age has stolen his youthful speed, it has not robbed him of dignity. Even now, he commands reverence from all who know him, him. Yet in his amber eyes lies a quiet fatigue, a longing not for conquest but for relief. At last, he reaches an ancient acacia, its gnarled roots twisting like the fingers of memory. With a heavy sigh, he collapses beneath its shade, closing his eyes to the brilliance above. Unnoticed by Mwamba, life stirs beneath those same roots. A hidden nest of African wild bees lurks beneath cracked bark and soil, waiting, patient. The earth shivers once, a subtle tremor. Leaves quiver, as if caught in a ghostly breeze. Then, sharp as lightning, a sting finds the lion's flank. A sting finds the lion's flank. He flinches, half dazed as another sting follows, then another. In a heartbeat, the ground around Mwamba erupts. A living storm of bees pours forth, a shimmering cloak of black and gold that pulses with collective rage. These are not ordinary bees, but Apis mellifera scutellata, the Africanized killer bees feared for their merciless attacks. They swarm with deadly purpose, relentless in their assault. Instinct screams at Mwamba to flee, yet fatigue and pride root him to the spot. Hive descends, thousands of bodies clinging and stinging, each tiny barb sending waves of pain through his great frame. Mwamba trembles, caught in involuntary spasms, but offers no roar. Instead, there is only the furious hum of 1,000 wings, the wild rhythm of nature's wrath unleashed. The wrath unleashed. Each breath he draws is ragged and shallow, each heartbeat a prayer against oblivion. Who will save the silent king when the hunter himself has become the hunted? A lone jeep glides through the golden grass, its engine a low purr against the wilderness. Behind the wheel sits Elias, ranger by duty and guardian by heart. Young, with eyes seasoned by seasons of sun and storm, he scans the plains for signs of life. Today, something is horribly wrong. Far ahead, a shape lies tangled in the grass, too large for an antelope, yet strangely motionless. He lifts his binoculars, heart pounding, only to see a writhing mass engulfing the lion's body. At first, Elias thinks pack versus king, a challenge to the throne. But as light glints off thousands of tiny wings, he realizes the truth. Killer bees! His breath catches at the sight of Mwamba, stoic yet besieged, fighting with every ounce of will just to breathe. He knows that without help, the lion will die within minutes. Dust swirls as Elias brings the jeep to a halt. His mind races, but his hands are steady as he reaches behind the seat for two sacred tools. A small canister of smouldering smoke and an intricately carved staff, a gift from Maasai elders, symbolizing protection and courage and courage. He knows the odds knows what these bees can do, but something deeper tugs him forward. Compassion outweighs fear. Chase steps into the swarm, heat and wings pressing in on every side. The bees, drawn to movement and warmth, circle his legs like a living wave. Yet Elias does not flail. Instead, he begins a slow, deliberate dance, learned not from textbooks, but from tradition. With smooth circular motions, he waves the smoke canister, guiding plumes of sweet, earthy ash through the air. The staff in his other hand taps the ground in gentle rhythm, a heartbeat echoing across centuries. Voo. In the Maasai culture, smoke is not merely a tool, it is an offering, a language the natural world understands. As tendrils of grey curl around the acacia, the storm of wings falters. Through the humming veil, Mwamba's swollen eyelids flicker. He feels the change, senses a presence not of threat but of protection. The bees, confused by this ancient ritual, begin to yield. Slowly, in pockets, the swarm lifts like clouds breaking after a tempest. Not all at once, but enough for life to find space again. Mwamba's chest rises and falls with more strength, his body still trembling yet no longer thrashing. His dusty mane, once tangled in violence, lies still, and for the first time in agonizing minutes, silence returns. Elias kneels beside the great lion, crouching low to meet him eye to eye. He speaks softly, not in command but in companionship, or you're not alone. His words carry no power in lion tongue, yet in the hush, they feel like a promise. He grabs the radio. This is Elias emergency. I've got a lion. Severe bee attack. Send backup. Send backup. Makes no move to flee, his gaze never leaving Womba's half-blinded eyes. Then, like thunder over distant hills, the sound of engines cuts through the stillness. 2 veterinary trucks tear across the plains, tires churning dust in their wake. Within moments, a team leaps out, each step precise, hands practiced. They sedate the lion with gentle respect, as if understanding that even in pain, this creature remains royalty. Sting after sting pockmarks Womba's golden hide, flanks, ears, face, all swollen into angry welts. Young vet tenderly cleans around his crusted eyes, while another threads an ice in to deliver life-saving fluids. Their voices are soft, respectful, their movements urgent yet reverent. When Womba is stable, the team lifts him onto a stretcher and slides him into a specially built crate. Bet. Journey to his recovery enclosure is gentle, each bump cushioned against his battered body. In that hidden sanctuary beneath thick acacia boughs, the lion is given the greatest gift of the wild, time. Days come and go, under watchful eyes. Swelling ebbs, his breathing deepens and strength seeps back into creaking bones. His golden eyes open one dawn with a clarity that belies his ordeal. At last, the gate opens, and Womba steps forward, slow but certain, back into the world that nearly claimed him. But nearly claimed him. 1 week later, tranquility reigns once more over the plains. Elias sits at his outpost, the hum of cicadas the only sound. He gazes across the grass, wondering if he will ever see that familiar silhouette again. Then, a rustle. Sir. From the heat haze, Womba emerges, his mane once more rustling in the breeze like a weathered crown. Scars line his flank, silent testaments to survival and resilience. The lion does not roar. Elias does not move. Elias does not move. They hold each other's gaze in a moment suspended between worlds, man and beast, compassion and wild, life and death. Then, with quiet dignity, Womba turns and melts back into the golden sea of grass. But before he vanishes, he glances once over his shoulder, a look of remembrance, not fear, not dominance, but mutual respect. In the heart of the savannah, where beauty and brutality dance side by side, an invisible line was crossed, not drawn by instinct, but by trust. Womba's scars are not marks of weakness, but of triumph. Elias's courage was born not of fearlessness, but of compassion. This is more than a story of survival. It is a testament to the bonds that unite all life. If this tale stirred something in you, if you believe in the profound connection between humanity and the wild, then join us. Subscribe to our channel, share this journey, and remember, every life tells a story, and some stories deserve to be remembered.